Welcome to the board of the Bantu. This board is run by the Xhosa, and I am their baby girl. I am their most troubled girl, their most troublesome girl, their girl who doesn't want to be a witch doctor, but whom they imbued with so many gifts, so much love, so much generosity, and so many experiences. It's not even funny. To the Xhosa, thank you so much for choosing me and creating me as your progeny. So today I open this board with an ode to my ancestors, to the gladiator who must have had some really terrible experiences. My Khoi son, my Khoi ancestor, who died when he was only 17 years old, but it was old enough for him to leave a child or two behind. To my Shona ancestors, who consistently butt in where they are not wanted, but they butt in anyway and have their say. To my grandmother, Shopedzai, who totally hated her life as an African girl and who just wanted nothing more but to get out of Africa. To my grandmother, Liz, who fell in love with a black man. That was crazy, but whatever. In the Republic of South Africa, and believed that she could actually marry him and have a family. Instead, she gave birth by herself. And the moment the baby came out of her belly, it was snatched from her and taken away. She never saw her son again. She never saw the Xhosa man who helped her make it. To the great Xhosa, he, the son, who was pulled from his mother's legs and given to an institution because he was biracial. I give all love and ode and gratitude to you. For you grew up, you made some mistakes. You felt the most excruciating pain as you straddled two worlds, white and black, and found yourself at first in neither world. To he who struggled to find his nationality, his tribe, his people, his home, I give all glory, the great Xhosa, for your walk, great one, has been my walk. And I hope to end my walk with as much grace as you ended yours. Okay. Oh, I've just been told I forgot my water ancestors, Grandma Noctula, Grandma Notando, and company. I have a lot. I have a plethora of water ancestors. All those who died at the hands of brutality from their own people and who had to be put into water to ease their pain, for they understand my pain. They understand how much I have lost and how little I have received from this life. They understand that every step into the future is so hard for me, that breathing is the hardest thing on earth. I thank all my ancestors for waking me up every morning, for keeping my face turned to God every day, and for telling me that I may be homeless, I may be stateless, I may be countryless, I may be peopleless, because I was born outside the people. I still have me, and if I so choose, I still have tomorrow. Here's to choosing it. Okay. Here's to choosing it. And so, the board of the Bantu is finally open. And we are reading Chris Rock, the one who got slapped. Will Smith, the one who just resigned from the academies, and Jada. When my ancestors looked at this relationship, they saw a relationship that has spanned more than 2 decades. They were bold, my ancestors. They were bold enough to say, oh yeah, Chris Rock once rubbed himself against Jada. He wanted her like no other. She turned him down. And for 20-something years, he has been throwing jibe after jibe after jibe at her, based on envy, jealousy, and a great deal of sexual frustration. That's what my ancestor said this morning. Will Smith was defiant. He didn't want to continue apologizing to the academy, whatever, that group of people. He didn't want to keep apologizing to them. And he doesn't really give a about the academies and what they do over there. He don't care. And that's why he pulled out his hat. That's what they said. And Jada is bewildered at how people could be blaming her for this situation. She is bewildered. She is like, what the? And that's what I said this morning. So we're going to investigate. We're gonna investigate. I will put some of this on YouTube, and I really wasn't gonna do any readings for YouTube, but you know, if exciting things come up, I have to come out of semi-rest. Yeah, I have to come out of semi-rest. So a little bit is gonna be on YouTube, but most of it is obviously gonna be on Patreon, you know, because Patreon pays my bills and YouTube gives me pocket money. So, okay, let us look. Okay, we're calling Chris Rock into the place. And then after that, we'll call Jada and we'll check out their relationship. Then after that, we'll call Will and Chris Rock and we'll see what kind of beef they have. You know, we are going to do an intense investigation into this situation. Then we're going to look at the future of the academy. This is probably going to be a very long reading, but it is what it is. It is what it is, okay? Alrighty. Rock, walk into the place. Chris Rock, walk into the place. Chris, walk into the place. Well, this is not what I expected to see, and this is not what my ancestors expected to see, but we like to be surprised just like anyone else. So Chris is very depressed. Chris is very unhappy. This is Chris right here. His voice has been delayed. So he is going to take his time to issue a statement about what happened to him, because he is really in his head. He is crying. He feels humiliated. He feels destroyed. He feels he cannot hold his head up. He feels shame, because the first thing he felt when Will struck him was fear. The deepest fear, the utmost fear. Will struck him and took his manhood away. I mean, we say that. Okay. I mean, we say that. We say it. And no, I am not, as I begin this reading, I am not Team Chris Rock. I am Team Will. Because, you know, I declare myself But I may see something here that may make me feel sympathetic towards everybody involved. I always look for that. I look for understanding among the souls that I read, and I look for underlying factors of what made them do what they did. And Chris Rock has lost his self-esteem. He has lost who he thought he was. He has not been humiliated like this since he was 7 years old. And so he is suffering trauma because it happened in front of billions of people. And he is saying, what did I say? What did I do that made Will do this to me? I paid Jada a compliment because she looked so beautiful to me. I paid her a compliment. So all those who were saying Chris didn't do it in a bad way, in whatever, you're right. He thinks he didn't do it in a bad way. He says, I didn't. I paid her a compliment. Finally, there was something I could compliment her about. I hoped it would make her feel sexy. I hoped it would make her feel better about herself. I truly prefer black women with natural hair. I've never been lucky with black women with natural hair, but of course that is the reason why I always had this crush on Jada. It's the reason why I always wanted her. Bam, my ancestors were right. It's the reason I have always wanted her. The man is sitting in the room of light. He is like this, and he is talking, and he is mumbling, and he is talking, and he just doesn't know where he went wrong. He doesn't know. That's kind of sad. He says, I don't know what I did. I paid her a compliment. After so many years of animosity and so many years of fighting between us, I paid her a compliment. I thought G.I. Jane. I thought she was doing it. I thought she was doing it. And I paid her a compliment. And this is what I got. This is what I got. Public humiliation. I will never live it down. Everybody saw this, and it's going to be the bane of the rest of my career. Do you know what it takes for me to walk onto a stage and to perform? It takes my entire energy, my entire being. Because only in comedy can I truly express myself. Only in comedy can I truly state my truth. Aha! Thank you very much, Chris. Okay. My ancestors would like to ask the soul, and that is Chris, that has walked in with a dark shadow behind it. They seem to be like two people in one, okay? Two people in one, which kind of says that they are like two energies working in Chris, okay? My ancestors would like to ask, and so this joke that you said was a compliment. State your truth. Was it really? No. I meant it to come out as a compliment. That's how I meant it to come out. But no. She's always been very sensitive about her hair because, alopecia is this disease that she's had for a very long time. And, I threw it out there, but I meant it to sound like a compliment. Will is shallow. He misses the nuances of everything. The world thinks this man is smart, and the world thinks this man has got it together because he's handsome and women are attracted to him. But he is shallow. Shallow. I'm deep. I'm solid. I thought he missed it. He did miss it. He missed it. Jada, on the other hand, she's the brains behind all this, didn't miss it. I'm sorry, Jada. This incident has shown me that I have caused you a lot of misery for a very long time. Sometimes I do things I don't intend, but I do them anyway. I have a dark side and I have a light side. I'm sorry. Please accept my apologies. Okay. We're going to call Jada and see if she will accept this apology, and we'll check out this relationship. Okay. Jada. And Jada walks in with a plethora of ancestors. No buts, no whats, a total plethora of ancestors. Jada always walks in with tons of ancestors. And she walks in with the ancestors and she sees Chris Rock, we know it is like this, and she goes and she sits just a few paces away from him with her ancestors. The girl has a lot of metaphysical wealth and a lot of metaphysical protection, and her ancestors are all about Jada. They are all awake and they are all doing their thing. Anyway, she sits, like she's sitting, he's sitting here, she's sitting there, and she has her head bowed and she is crying. She says she's so miserable. She's so unhappy. And she can't handle it. And to hell with that slap. It's meaningless in the scheme of things. And that's not why I'm miserable. And that's not why I'm unhappy. And I don't even care. The world wants me to care that Will slapped Chris, but Chris had it coming. And Will, for once, he had to do something to protect me because he has not protected me before. He did not protect me when I needed it. When did you need it? During the whole Hollywood thing. During the August thing, he didn't protect me. So, he had to do what he had to do, thinking that it was easing my pain and my heart. This marriage is unbearable. This situation is unbearable. I'm doing the best I can. Truth is, we are stronger together than apart. And I do love Will very much. I love him. It's just that we can't be together. But we must be together. I'm tired. I'm so deep tired. I didn't know he was going to go up there and do what he did. My ancestors agree. I didn't know he was going to do that. I had no idea he was going to do that. No idea. He did it anyway. Just like Will. You never know what he's going to do. He is always surprising. He does what you don't expect him to do. Then everybody's saying she was laughing. I literally missed out on what was happening. I was talking to Lupita and we were laughing. I was talking to the people around me and we were laughing, and I totally missed that slap. But now I'm the wicked witch. I'm the one the world wants to hang. Because they love Will so much, they have wet dreams about Will, but they don't have wet dreams about me. So of course they have to turn on me, and it has to become my fault. Do you understand that Will wanted to get up and finish the fight, and I'm the one who held his hand, and I said, no, that's enough. Okay. Jada and Chris, show me your relationship. Jada and Chris, show me your relationship. Jada and Chris, show me your relationship. Okay, so this is a relationship that will never be mended, and it will never, ever, ever turn into friends or any of that shit. Estelle just fell right over there saying, oh, hell no. No to friendship. No to socialization. No to anything. Okay? And this is Chris, and this is Jada. This is very interesting. Because Jada has got all her sight on Chris, but Chris has got all his sight on something else. Okay, so this is Will with all his power. He's backing his wife, and this is a very beautiful woman backing Will. When it comes to monetary terms and money, Will Smith totally has Chris Rock beat. I mean, Will Smith has got 10 times as much as Chris Rock. Okay, just say. However, Chris is going to sue Will, or they're going to have a settlement. There is going to be some sort of a financial settlement, because we see Chris taking money from Jada. And when you take money from Jada, you're taking money from Will. It is right here, people. There will be some kind of monetary compensation for the slap. There really will be some kind of monetary compensation for the slap. And while the world is trying to sink Jada and insult Jada about the fight, it is actually Will who has suffered the consequences of the fight. He's going to suffer. Right now, do you see that we are so into the future? Right now, nothing is happening. Right now, everybody is just quiet and silent, like nothing is happening. But the future is coming. The future is coming, in which Chris Rock is going to sue Will Smith for the slap, and he is going to get a huge chunk of Will's money. Whichever way Will decides to go, he's not going to win this one. He's totally going to lose it. But I hear but truth will come out. Whether they like it or not, truth will come out. It is the girlfriend, the woman in Chris Rock's life, who is going to insist that Chris sue. It is the girlfriend who is going to begin the process. Chris Rock's girlfriend. She's going to begin the process in order to sue the thing is. But this is very interesting, and I feel I should say this. There was a time when Will Smith sued Chris Rock and got a huge chunk of money from Chris. There was a time. Can you guys see that although this is a Jada and Chris Rock reading, Jada has said absolutely nothing on this board. She is deadly quiet. Her energy is 0.001%. She is deadly quiet. She's going through it, but it's an internal going through it. It has nothing to do with humanity and the people as we know it. However, Chris Rock, there was a time when he was sued by the Smiths for saying something about them. And he settled, and it was a huge chunk of money. Yeah. So now Chris is going to be getting that chunk of money right back. The chunk of money that they sued, he's going to be getting it right back. So I'm going to go to, because Jada is not talking, I'm going to call Will into the plate. Calling Will into the plate is always interesting because he has got lots and lots of ancestors. Jada's ancestors, they are covering her, they are hugging her. Like my ancestors always do. They are hugging her and covering her. And that's why she's not even saying anything. And I respect that because my ancestors hug and cover me all the time. Right? So, let's go. Walk into the plate. Well, walk into the plate. Well. Okay, so as you can see, he has lost opportunities. He has lost a lot of money. This slap cost him his world. See, but his ancestors are so proud of this man. His ancestors are so proud of their progeny because he literally flew into the plate on wings. And his ancestors were right behind him. They gave him those wings. They are so proud of him. But he is going through a very dark moment because I've never seen Will Smith's soul look like this. I mean, I've just read him a couple of times. But he is all dark, all black, including the wings. Yeah. He's all black, including the wings. And so he is not sitting, so I'm going to have to ask him to sit because he's floating and flying above everybody else. That is so disrespectful. That's just not allowed. The Xhosa don't allow that sort of disrespect. The Xhosa are about, we are about tradition and we are about convention. You can slap people out there, Will, but when you come to the room of the Xhosa, you get to sit down. Sit down. Sit down. So he sits down and he sits between Chris Rock and Jada. And guess what? He is the only unbothered person in this plate. He is completely unbothered. And God approves of his actions. Like we said, the dark are the only ones screaming that he shouldn't have done it. Oh my God, why did he do it? Oh my God, all the darkies came out screaming indignation. Oh my God, we are so traumatized. Oh Lord, we are traumatized. Oh my goodness, I was traumatized. And he sits down and God says, I freaking approve. And God makes him sparkle. Okay, God approves. God makes him sparkle. How about that? I picked the right team. I picked the right team. Yeah, we saw that all the dark people with dark intentions, those who really damage the world, those who ruin the world with its darkness are loud. Jim Carrey and company. That's Real Housewives of New York one. Bethany, the skinny, ugly. Screaming. And I was traumatized, and I was just taking a list of all the darkies. And I went on TikTok and I just took a list of all the darkies as well. You know what I'm saying? And the darkies talking, trying to shut down the light. And guess what? Chris down and dumped. Will raised by God. Okay, so basically this means that he's gonna win